Hey there everyone, welcome to another episode of HET. So on this episode of HET, we're going to be bleeding our clutch system. So like your brakes, your clutch system in the WRX and most Impreza models operates on a hydraulic system, which means over time the fluid in that system accumulate water, which makes it a little harder to find your engagement point on your clutch. So in order to have a nice smooth clutch feel, we're going to be replacing that fluid today. So in order to get to the slave cylinder for the clutch, we're going to need to remove the intercooler. So without further ado, we'll get that going and show you guys how to do it. It shouldn't be too bad. Alright, so to remove the intercooler, we got a couple of 12mm bolts here. Got a 12mm bolt on either side of the intercooler here and over here. And then we also have a few hose clamps that we need to undo and then pull off these vacuum lines on either side. So pulling off these vacuum lines shouldn't be too difficult. Just going to twist and pull. There we go. Comes off nice and easy. All right. Undo these 12 mils. Whew. All right. Haven't been removed in a long time. Get a good shot on that hose clamp that's kind of deep in there. Don't disappear on me. It should be good enough. Alright, now we should be able to just kind of lift this guy out of here. So you're going to kind of want to push into the car to wiggle this thing out. Be patient with it. Don't force anything until stuff breaks. Okay, so we're off of this hose, got this free. So now we kind of want to pull towards this side of the car to get off that other hose. Here she comes. Alright, so now that we have our intercooler off, we can see our clutch fluid reservoir right here. And if we follow the plumbing, we can see that this line kind of does a little squiggly thing, wraps around over here, then comes back to this line. And then here is our slave cylinder here. So this is going to be our bleeder valve over here. It's pretty old, hasn't been touched in a while. But that's what we're going to use to bleed this system. Alright, so now you can see I got my setup here with my brake bead leading line and my Gatorade bottle here. So what's going to happen is I'm going to press down on the clutch, going to open up the bleeder valve, which should send all of the old fluid through this line into this Gatorade bottle with the top drilled. And hopefully we don't spill too much brake fluid. Just in case, I'll probably put this rag just around the bleeder valve in case we have any seepage going on. But brake fluid is really corrosive, so I'm hoping to keep any spillage to a minimal. This stuff's pretty toxic. You don't really want it on your hands or paint or really anything. All right, so let's get going. All right, so go start pumping the clutch pedal. So generally you're gonna wanna pump this, about 10 or a dozen times or so, just to build up some pressure in the system. All right, you ready? All right, you're hold down? Okay, here we go. Oh, and there goes that old fluid looking all nasty. All right, you can let go. All right, so now go ahead and start pumping the pedal again. So you may need to manually move it up and down by hand a few times because your pedal might not want to come up the first time. Don't worry about that. Like I said, just like take your hand, start moving the pedal up and down. Eventually it'll start building up pressure again. All right, here we go. Okay, and you'll want to keep on monitoring your fluid level as you do this, occasionally topping it off with new fluid once you start getting low. All right, so we're already starting to see some cleaner fluid come through the line. Pretty close to being done here. Alright, go ahead and open the valve again. Yeah, so that fluid coming through is looking pretty clean. So we just got like a few more processes of this and then we'll be done. Alright, that fluid's looking really clean and we're still kind of just a little bit below our max line. So I'll have close this. I'll have my partner pump the line up one more time, but after that we should be done. So after that, we'll put this cap back on and remove the line here, put the intercooler back on, but that's really it. So as always, I'll have the links to the products that I use in the description below. Please remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel. It really helps us out. With that, I hope all your car projects are going well, and we'll see you guys in the next video.